Welcome to 21 Day Puppy Boarding School, starring Bowie the Dalmadoodle with Carrie Trains Me. Yes. Yes is the reward marker that we use with Carrie Trains Me. Every time the dog does a behavior that we want to reward, we mark it yes. This allows a very specific timing so the dog knows the behavior that we are rewarding. For example, if we ask the dog to sit and they put their butt on the ground with their two front paws, we will mark it yes and pay. If we ask the dog to sit and they put their butt on the ground, but their two front paws are up in the air, we will not mark it yes, and we will wait for the exact second that the dog puts their two front paws back on the ground and then mark it yes and pay, so that we know we are rewarding a sit and the dog knows that a sit means the butt on the ground with the two front paws. Little Bowie, the Dalmatian and Poodle mix, the Dalmadoodle. He came to us quite anxious, fearful of new and exciting things. He's also very excitable. He's quite rough and tumble with other dogs and overstimulated. He's got some frustration, intolerance, and impulse control issues. He's kind of a typical high energy, rambunctious puppy. The first thing that we worked on with Bowie is the name game, and you will see in the upcoming video how we use the name game and some confidence building exercises like up and off, as well as touch and go find it to build engagement. The name game is underutilized and needs to be played for life. Every single time you say your dog's name, reward them. Your reward systems are food, affection, praise, and play. So remember, always reward Bowie. Every time you say Bowie, be prepared to acknowledge him when he responds to his name. So you're going to praise him, give him food, give him a toy, play with him physically, and you are going to reward, reward, reward. And you will have a dog that's engaged to you for life if you always reward the name game.
Day one of puppy school. We've got Mr. Bowie. So we're putting a few cues together here to kind of make it fun for him. One, Bowie, yes, good boy. Go find it. Go find it. And off he goes and finds the kibble. And then we've been working on up for him to put, yes, good boy. Good boy, off. Yes, good boy, sit. So off is one cue, sit is another. Yes, good boy, go find it. And we do this on repeat. So that they don't get bored. So, oh, he went to chomp for the food, so I just pulled it away. Good boy. Now he's sitting calm, thinking nice. Bowie, yes, good boy. Up, 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 up. Yes, good boy. Off, off. Yes, good boy. And you're already sitting, so one for sitting. Good boy. Touch. Yes. Go find it. Go find it. Good boy. I like to pair all of these together for the puppies so they don't get bored, and it works out quite nicely for them. Go find it. So they get to wear a little bit of energy, chasing a kibble, responding to his name, Bowie. Yes, so you got the name game. Pause up. Yes. You got to stay up. Pause up. Pause up. You can do it, buddy. And so this is just day one. He doesn't know these cues. He's learning these cues. That's the difference. So I still have to lure him at times. Come on, buddy. Yes. Good up. Good up. Good boy. Off. Yes. And you can also feel free to reward 2 or 3 times. Sit when he is on the up or in the sit as well. If we want to encourage him to stay in the sitting. Good boy. Touch. Yes. Go find it. Good. And the go find it is kind of just a nice reset. So then he goes away and he's not crowding me. Pause up. Oh, good boy. Pause up. Yes. Good boy. You're still clumsy. Off. You're off. Yes. And sit. Yes. So it's all about chasing the lure at this point for him. Touch. Yes. Go find it. But it's only day one of his board and train. And of course, there's all kinds of stuff we're working on, like sitting at the door and at the gate and being calm in his pen, not jumping up. As I say that, yeah. No, no, no. Okay, off. Off, off, off. And then I'm going to reward that off. Good boy. Good off. I know you're happy, but I don't like your tongue in my ear. Yuck. Good boy. Nice down. Nice down, buddy. Very good boy. Nope, don't get me. Don't get me. Okay, off. Ouch. Off. And sit. Yes. So, note to self, he gets very excited with affection. So, I need to be careful that I'm not handing that out as a reward when I'm expecting him to be calm. If I'm handing out a reward like affection, I want that to be for something like recall. Ah, off, off, oh, off. Okay, off. I want the excitement to be and now he's biting my hair. Hey, demon, sit. I'm just trying to make a video to show how good you are. Hey? Then he got possessed by Satan. Good boy. Good boy. That's so good. So I'll use affection. Go find it. As a reward for recall, because then it's okay for him to be super excited. I don't want him to be super excited to getting rewarded for a down when I'm expecting him to stay in the down. So it's just about knowing, yes, up, good, off. Yes, it's just about knowing what the best reward system is, the food, praise, affection, or play, which one works best for what dog, at what time, and what behavior. Off. So here, I'm just going to hold it here, off. Yes, and when he gets down, I'm going to reward him for the off. Good boy. Oh, he's got a little spooked. It's just the neighbors upstairs.
Bowie, go to your bed. In the next coming videos, you will see us working Bowie on Go to Your Bed. Go to Your Bed is going to be a foundation cue for you to work with Bowie. Bowie is a very, very busy puppy, and he needs a job. And that job needs to be to go to his bed and stay on his bed. Bowie is very mischievous. He will dig into shelves, he will dig into cupboards, he will open drawers, he tries to counter surf and get on the counter. It is absolutely critical that Bowie is spending time on his bed every day. So while you're cooking and preparing a meal, go to your bed. While you are eating a meal, go to your bed. While, while you are trying to answer the door, go to your bed. We want him to be on his bed for 15, 20 minutes at a time, actively working. And we call this active calmness, where the dog is going to the bed, he's actively working at staying calm and still and keeping him out of trouble. So you will give him lots of rewards when it comes to going to his bed and staying on his bed. And this is going to be your lifesaver if you can do this all the time for Bowie, because he is a very mischievous young boy. If he doesn't have toys, attention, and is frustrated or lonely or bored, he goes into mischievous mode instantly, and he's a little bit relentless about it. So please work on go to your bed, and go to your bed.
Yes, good boy. One paw is out though. So I'm just gonna, yes, reward him a little further. We're working on go to your bed. Good boy. Yes, good. So I'm just rewarding duration, him staying in his bed. And essentially I want him staying in his bed to be like a really cool thing. So he's going to get lots of rewards here. And then his release word is break. Break. And go find it, go toss his kibble. And then when he comes back, I want him to gravitate towards his bed, which he sort of does, but he gets a little excited. Hi, buddy? Yeah, you thinking about something? How about you think about going to your bed? And then, yes, good boy. Your problem is you're too smart. That means you're going to be naughty. Yes, the dumb ones are not. They're easy to live with. The smart ones, yes, are naughty. That's you. Yes. Good boy. Break. Go find it. Very good. So we're at 10 or 12 repetitions here, and he's already figured out that he should come and go into his bed. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Very good. Break. Go find it. Very good.
Okay, adding a distraction.
With a little work, you can see how Bowie is now going to his bed, and he is paying attention to us. He is really focused. He's not calm and relaxed. He still requires us to engage with him. But what we've done here is we've started to add on a level of distraction. So once he knows leave it, drop it, we can start to put those distractions out for him, like the toys or food, and have him stay on his bed and build up that distraction level. At home, you can work on knocking on the door and having him go to your bed. Now, what happens if Bowie fails? When Bowie fails and gets off the bed when he's not supposed to get off the bed, it's not the end of the world. He's learning. We want to note, why did he get off the bed? Did he have to go off the bed because he had to go to the bathroom? Was he looking for water? Was he on there too long? Were you too far away? Was it too exciting for him? So find out what that benchmark was where he broke the stay on the bed. Same thing with a sit or a down stay. And then go 2 steps backwards and stay there. For example, if he broke at 2 minutes when you threw a ball, then you would release him at 1.5 minutes when you place the ball on the ground versus throwing it. So you make it a step easier, stay there in that step, repeat it 5 to 10 times or as much as you can before you go and make it progressively more difficult. So anytime Bowie fails, take him back a step and work on it again. Another thing you can do is put a leash on Bowie, and when he gets off and he goes to get into mischief, you will just grab the leash and guide him back to the place or back to the bed and put him on the bed.
Yes, good boy. Yes, good boy. Stay. Yes. Boy. Yes. Oh, boy. Yes.
puppies and socialization. Puppies are naturally excited to meet other dogs and interact with other dogs. And their typical response to stress or overexcitement is to turn it into play. And that play can be quite rambunctious. Now, when it comes to rambunctious play, if a dog is giving a calming signal to a puppy, or they're giving a distance seeking signal to a puppy, and that puppy isn't getting it, it's up to us to shoo the puppy away. So we can shoo the puppy away, we can put them in a sit or a down, and we can ask them to calm down. If they're not able to calm, we can put them on a leash, take them for a walk, bring them to another room. We can remove the adult dog out of the situation. We can end the play altogether. It is critical that we interrupt this play. So I have sent you over a document on dog body language. Please make sure you reviewed it with all of your family. And if you see Bowie interacting with dogs who are giving him calming signals or distance-seeking signals, please remove Bowie from the situation until he's calm. Now, Bowie's kryptonite. Bowie is easily overexcited when it comes to other dogs, and he goes from level 2 to level 162. What you want to do is make sure that he is around dogs calmly. So if you have an excited dog with you, you will need to put Bowie on leash and practice rewarding sit and rewarding him for staying in the sit and ignoring the other dog and paying attention to you. If Bowie is allowed to play rambunctiously for more than a few moments at a time, he becomes over-aroused, overexcited, is not able to focus, starts snatching things out of people's hands, starts grabbing shoes. He becomes a nightmare. And now this is not just Bowie, it's a lot of other dogs as well. So it's really important if you are seeing or socializing with another dog who's jumping all over the place, is incredibly hyper, and you hear Bowie wrestling and playing, making this kind of sound, interrupt that play. It's too exciting for Bowie, and you will have a fallout in Bowie's calm behavior over the next day. So it is very important that you do not let Bowie play at that high intensity level for any length of time. 1 or 2 moments, interrupt it, break, go to your bed, have a seat, everybody relax, and do not let his arousal levels get too high because it'll take you a good day to get them down. Leave it and take it. Leave it and take it and is often combined with drop it. And what leave it and take it is the foundation of impulse control. It helps Bowie with controlling his impulses to snatch things from your hand, lick, bite, growl, put his paws on your hand, leap at you, jump at you, to take food, toys, or any other item that you have in your hand. We want to teach Bowie that he does not touch anything from your hand until you say take it. Leave it means stop pursuing the item, and take it means you can go ahead and have it now. When we're playing with toys, we want Bowie to sit or down before we allow him to have the toy, and we release the toy to him with the word take it. When we're using leave it, we refer to this as a negative reinforcement. So if you watch how we train it in the next upcoming videos, every time Bowie tries to approach the reward, we take it away. So scientifically, we call this a negative reinforcement. We remove the reinforcer, the food, or the toy until we get the desired behavior, which is stop pursuing, sit or lie down and be calm, and then they can have the desired item. So we use a combination of positive and negative reinforcement. Now, the great thing about leave it, take it, and drop it is the dogs have no idea that they're training and no idea that this is impulse control and frustration tolerance. Now, Bowie is easily frustrated, and you will see that in the videos. He will start to shuffle his feet backwards. He will start to paw at you. He will whine. He will give out a bark. Sometimes when the training is too stressful for him, he'll just take right off. And he'll just decide he's going to go dig a hole, or he's going to go open a cupboard, or dig in the toy box and get into mischief. So one of the things that you can do with Bowie is to play leave it and take it all the time to really help him build that impulse control and realize that waiting can be fun. It's still waiting, but it can be fun.
Welcome to Leave It and Take It. So I'm going to present the kibble, leave it. If he goes to get it, I'm going to close my hand and say leave it. He's going to try to persist and get it. Leave it. Yes, take it. If he looks away, I'm going to mark and pay. So if he looks away, leave it and stops pursuing. Leave it. Leave it. Yes, take it. So this is what we call negative reinforcement. It's actually a combination. We've got positive reinforcement, which is the kibble. I've added something to the equation. That's what positive reinforcement means, is adding something. Leave it. Yes, take it. Take it. Negative reinforcement is taking it away, the act of me closing my hand. We're not working on go to your bed right now, but one leg on doesn't work. Leave it. Good boy. Leave it. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Leave it. Very good. Leave it. If he goes to get it, the negative reinforcement, I take it away, and I only give it to him when I get the desired behavior. Yes, take it. Which is either him turning away, he could back up, but ideally I would like him to make eye contact with me. Leave it, and I would like him to leave it longer. Leave it. Good boy. Good boy. And I'm going to praise him through it. Leave it. I don't want kisses. Nope, nope. You keep working. You keep working. It's work. Gross, gross. Don't kiss my face. Ew, ew. Okay, we're working here. Yes. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Yes, take it. Little nut. Leave it. Good, leave it. Good boy. Good boy. Good, leave it.
So now you're about to see what
Leave
happens
it.
when Bowie gets frustrated. If he
Good
has to wait
boy.
too long
Very
before a
good.
reward, he gives up,
Very good
he
boy.
becomes frustrated,
Okay,
and
go
he
back
looks for
further
mischief.
away.
So he will go to the
String,
toy box, start
danger,
trying to
kibble.
dig
Good
into the toy
boy.
box.
No,
He's
no,
not
it's
listening.
not
He's
toy
now stolen
time.
a
Out of the toy
toy.
box.
I'm able to get him to drop
Come
it.
in.
But
Come
basically,
in.
we end the
All right, you
session
want
with
to see it
some
again?
play,
Drop.
and we
Yes,
start
take
again
it.
another time. Now that
Good.
Bowie has a
Stay.
foundation of leave it and take it, we can start adding food as a distraction for commands like sit,
Stay.
down, and go to your bed and stay. This is increasing his frustration
Break.
tolerance as well as his impulse control.
Yes, good boy.
Drop it, Bowie. Bowie, I said drop it. Often when we start to use cues like drop it and leave it, we change your tone. Leave it, drop it. It becomes this very stern word. So we don't really know, is the dog responding to the cue or are they responding to our tone? With puppies, we want to make sure that drop it is fun. If we have any resentment when it comes to dropping an item or leaving an item, then it will quickly turn into a chase game or a snatch and grab where they are now running around wanting us to chase us, and it can be terribly frustrating but extremely rewarding for the puppy. So they want to do this behavior more and more and more. Oh yeah, come and chase me. I got it now. So what we want to do is always give Bowie a reward for drop it. So when we say drop it, you can throw a treat on the floor at the same time and say drop it. He goes and gets the treat. You go and get the item. You may also say, if your dog is really snatchy with items, you may say drop it and put the treat on the floor, and then they get the treat. You immediately put them into a sit or a touch and then reward them for that. Have them sit and stay, and then you go and get the item if your dog is really wanting to run and grab that item. Now, when it comes to Bowie, he likes to play the snatch and grab a little, so you want to make it exciting. It's Bowie, drop it. Now, practicing with toys, you want to use two toys that are the same value to the dog. So if they really love a ball, use a ball. If they really love a squeaky toy, use a squeaky toy, but use two of the same that are equal value. Don't use one that they like and one they don't really care about. And what you want to do is do a toy switch. Throw the toy, the puppy grabs the toy, you let them play with it for a moment, you say drop it, show them the other toy or throw the other toy when they drop it, and use the other toy as a reward and go in a relay back and forth of having them pick up one toy, play with it for a little while, you ask them to drop it, when they drop it, you throw the new toy. So the new toy is the reward. And you can repeat this over and over again. Drop it is something you need to work on all the time. It's very fun for the dog to do because it means they can play more fetch, more frisbee, maybe some flirt pole, some things that they really enjoy. So please keep working on drop it with Bowie. He is mischievous, so he is going to dig in things, and you are going to be working on drop it, so you might as well get in front of it and practice this all the time.
Leave it.
Hi, Bowie. There you go. Here he's sitting. Let's see. Jump! Yes, good boy. Jump! Yeah, good boy. Let's go. Bowie, let's go. Jump! Yes, good. Drop it.
Door protocol. Door protocol is doors, gates, the door to his crate, baby gates, the door to the car. We want Bowie to sit, stand, or lie down and wait until you open the gate all the way through, all the way open, step through yourself, and then say break. We want him to be able to wait at thresholds. This is a life-saving behavior that can help you keep Bowie safe. The other thing it does is it slows down excitement. We do not let them go through excited. If they go through excitement or get excited when they go through the door, they're going to continue on their walk or continue getting to the car. They're going to continue jumping on people and all of those things. So the door really is a checkpoint for you to be aware of calmness and help Bowie control his calmness as well.
Yes. Good boy. Break. Let's go. Good boy. You're getting it. You're getting it. Okay, let's go.
Engage and disengage. This is something we use a lot for reactive dogs. Now, Bowie is not reactive, but he is fearful and he is shy. So we want to reward every single time Bowie disengages from something he's interested in. And that disengagement can be from bicycles, it could be from people playing ball, it could be people walking, it could be a dog, it could be a big bus or a mail truck. Anytime he disengages, we want to reward him. Now, not only do we want to reward him when he disengages, we also want to condition him at the same time that all those things are good, which means when you're walking with him and a big bus goes by and let out the air brakes, you want to be giving him a nice, delicious piece of food, a treat at that time. The same thing if he sees construction, going to construction sites, sitting calmly, rewarding him for being around the construction, hearing those concerning noises, and letting him realize something good happens. Now, food works really fast and easy. You can also bring toys. So you can go across from a park and play with him, do some training games with him, and have him really enjoy that space instead of being fearful. So it takes time and patience. I want you to really look at the document that I've sent you, Capturing and Rewarding Calmness, and this will be your homework for Bowie, taking him out on the street and conditioning how to be a calm boy in a very, very exciting world. In these upcoming videos, you're going to see Hiroko giving some really great examples of rewarding engage, disengage, as well as rewarding calmness and conditioning being around loud, scary noises and stimulus. So keep a close eye on what she's doing, and you can also take a look at Bowie's body language to see when he's concerned and what he's concerned about.
Good boy. Yes, good boy. Yes, good boy. That's a bus. That's a bus. Yes. Good boy. That's a bus. Good boy. Yeah, he's so fast. Good boy. Awesome. I'm gonna do calmness training. I'm not expecting him to be able to be calm. Of course, I'm sure 3-month-old, I don't expect him to ignore the other dog. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Stay with me. Stay with me. Bowie. Come. Go find it. Here. Go find it. Yeah. Find it. Yes. Yeah, it's really hard for the 3-month-old to be calm with the other dog approaching. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Boy. Yes, good boy. German Shepherd coming through. Boy. Okay, same couple passing. Other human running. Good boy, boy. Oh, now he cannot take a treat. Good boy, boy. Good boy. That's it. Yes. Good boy. Boy here. German Shepherd off leash.
Expecting dogs to stay out of the kitchen when you haven't taught them is kind of a no-no. We need to teach them. And it's very, very simple. It just takes persistence. So every time they come into the kitchen and they cross that little line, I'm going to tell them out, and I'm going to reward them. Hey, settle down, you two. You're getting too rough. Out. Yes. Good. I reward them past this barrier if they stay in a nice sit. Leave it. I'm going to kick that across the barrier. There we go. Yes. Good. Yes. No. There's a reason why I'm wearing these. Because I don't have any cuticles left. Good. So important too that we do not give him out. I'm going to walk into him a bit. Yeah. Yes. Good. That I do not reward this leaping. He doesn't get it unless he stays. And he can also help this by sticking it directly into his mouth. Out. Just going to gesture. Out. Go on. Out. Let's go. Come on. Out of the kitchen. Yes. Very good. Again, it's competition here, so I have to make sure he's not getting a treat released when he puts his mouth on my hand like that. I make sure I keep it in, which is why I am wearing these. Good. So you can also help by putting the kibble right into his mouth and not having to find it. So over and over, while I try to cook my dinner, out. Yes. Good. I shoo them out of the kitchen. If they go into a sit, they're going to get rewards. Yes. This is not easy work. This is not easy. Oh, you're not in a sit. Yes. Good. And then I praise them. Good. Out. Yes. Good. Out. Yes. Good. Good. Oh, go find it. That was my mistake. That went under the desk. I'm going to toss another one. Go find it. Good. Yes. Very good. Yes. Very good. Okay, I'm going to try to cook my dinner. It's cooking on low.
so that I don't burn it. Because these little monsters. But this is a perfect, out, out, out. Yes. Good boy.
Let's go, Bowie. We use the cue let's go to tell Bowie that we're changing pace or changing direction. So if Bowie is at the end of the leash and he is pulling, we keep the leash taut, we plant our feet, we turn and say, let's go, and we change directions. And then Bowie follows us into the new direction. If we want to pick up our pace, we say, let's go, and we start to walk faster. So let's go to Bowie is a cue that we are changing directions or we're picking up our pace. It's excellent for him to come off of distraction. So if he's sniffing something, we want to say, let's go, and then keep moving. Now, how we reward walking with Bowie is we will always mark and pay every time he makes eye contact with us. We will also mark and pay every time he's in the right position. And the right position is anywhere to our right or our left, on our side, walking within an arm's reach of either our right side or our left side. So we will mark and pay if he stays basically in our bubble. If he is not in our bubble, then there's some maneuvers that we can do. We can do a 180, we can change directions, we can become exciting. Hey, I'm over here, come take a look. We can bend down if they refuse to walk and crouch down, encourage them to come towards us. There are many different things that we can do to get Bowie's attention so that we're more important and more exciting than what he is sniffing. So Bowie will have quite a bit of work to do when it comes to his leash skills because he doesn't have just the typical puppy leash skills to work on in terms of giving into tension and walking nicely beside you. He's very concerned about a lot of things in the environment, which means your leash skills and your let's go training is going to be about leash tension. It's also going to be about conditioning, engage, disengage, and calmness. So you will have a fair amount of work to do with Mr. Bowie on the leash because he is a fearful dog.
Yes, good boy. Boy, yes, good boy. Awesome. Yes, good boy, boy. Good boy.
Ring the bell for potty training. This past week has been excellent. No potty accidents whatsoever. And Bowie has been actively ringing the bell. The bell took a little bit of time to train Bowie on because he was fearful. So the few times that we tried to train him, he would ring the bell, and then he would become fearful. And then the next couple training sessions we would have with him, he would be agitated, mischievous. So we had to take it quite slow with Bowie with ringing the bell. But now he is an absolute star at it, and will ring the bell numerous times throughout the day to go out and go potty. Well done, Bowie.
Good boy. Inside. Yes, good boy. Find it. Good boy. I won't say a word again. Yes.